How's everybody out there doing today? I got no agenda today. I wasn't even going to do a live, but a lot of people watch these. I don't know why. I mean, I put out a video, a real video, which I do the thumbnail and the whole 9 yards, and uh, 24 people watched it. I do one of these lives where I don't have anything planned at all, and 50 to 100 people watch it at once. Uh, you people need to get a life. And I can say that now because no one's watching now. So, no agenda. Anybody got any questions on harmonica or playing in a band, busking? I have experience in all these things, and I've done some studio work as well. Anything, questions about any of that stuff? Show business, gigging tips. I'm not a full-time musician. No, I'd like to be, but sometimes show business is no business. Yeah. Actually, I was trying to attempt to do the intro to Train there. And actually, the beginning part isn't on a G harp. Do I have a G harp? Yes, I do. So, then the song kicks in, and then it's an A harp. In case you were wondering how come I can't get that to sound the way it's supposed to sound, it's a hop switch. Starts, the intro's a G. I do it live. I don't bother doing that, and no one seems to notice, so I do it all. So when the song kicks in, there's that big chugging on the guitar. Yeah, one of my favorite songs. Oh, I hate when it's really muggy here in the Boston area this morning. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I only have 200-something subscribers, and I've been doing this since the pandemic. I started doing this in the pandemic because, as everybody that's a working musician, a part-time musician, or a full-time musician knew, the pandemic killed everything as far as gigs and everything. No studio work, nothing. So I started doing the YouTube videos just for something to do, and it hasn't grown as much as I'd like. But I always say too, if I have 200 people that subscribe to my channel, to me that's a lot. I mean, who am I? I'm nobody. This is an Condra no-name brand. If you see these ones with the black powder coating, they're nice. They're opened up more in the back there than this. It's a Fender Blues Deluxe. You can see the difference. This is louder. And get these with the powder coating because a lot less sharp. I mean, you get one. Where's the other one like that? This isn't the same. This is Katasa is crap. They have very sharp edges, and you got to file them down. If you get a Fender Blues Deluxe with the silver cover plates, you're gonna have to file it or sandpaper it because you will cut yourself. All right, a couple of people in the chat there. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I always forget that the YouTube is worldwide. I do have some people that from England, that area, Ireland. Good morning, all 12 of you. Wow. See, I can complain about not having enough people, but if 12 people watching an asshole sitting in this guy playing harmonica, and I can't complain. I've had gigs where there's less than 12 people, paying gigs. You know, lots of money. I want to talk about this a little bit. Hong Star Performer. This is F tenor. Why would they call it F tenor? I don't know, but this is low F. So if you see one of these out in the eBay land, that's where they mostly are, and you want to try a low F, get this. Don't be confused about F tenor. That's just stupid. I don't know why they did that. In fact, if you're a beginner, I highly recommend these because they're not Frostburg bronze reeds. They are brass reeds. They are easy to bend. I don't recommend Frostburg bronze reeds to beginners because they're typically a little harder to bend. Not for an experienced player like myself. If you've been playing a while, yeah, get those because they're the best harmonicas for the money. That would include the Fender Blues Deluxe, the Frostburg bronze. That would include probably all of Conjura. There's the Conjura. There's the Conjura. Look like that. I mean, you can tell that this is made by East Top just by this filigree. I mean, East Top does the same thing. So that they're not trying to, Conjura and East Top are definitely the same company. Or if they're not the same company, this is a definite copy. And the copyright things over in China are probably not like here. Like if someone did this, they could probably get sued or at least get a cease and desist order if they made it that close. That filigree is exact. In case you're not familiar with what I do here on these morning chats, it's more or less a chat, which I can barely read. People just say hi. I rarely have a question. Sometimes I do. So any questions about harmonicas, anything, gigging, it's very muggy, and when it gets muggy like this, I hate to do this because it's so gross to do this on camera, but I get my nose just starts running. see what happens is too, is I have the air conditioner on when I come to work, and then when I get here, I shut it off because I don't want it blowing while I'm doing a live here. And I want to save some gas too, because we all got the Strait of Hormuz blues, baby, because the gas, especially up here in Northeast, is getting up to $4 an hour now a gallon, and yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, we're all getting screwed. As if you're, I gotta drive to Middleborough, which 40, almost 40, 50 miles away from where I live for a gig this weekend. Plus, they want to practice Friday night, and they're in Middleborough, and I got to drive down there twice. So it's like, ugh. They're killing us. It's always a big conspiracy to kill us all. Yeah, so yeah, but still having fun. Hey, this is a Frankenstein hop. I don't think I've talked about this too much. This is actually a Fender Blues Deluxe. Fender Blues Deluxe. It's one of these. But rather than try to sand, this one was a silver one of these, and it had very sharp cover plates. I was going to get cut, so I said, well, let's see if I had these Suzuki. This is from a Suzuki Bluesmaster. I said, well, let's see if they'll fit on there, and guess what? It does. But see that? It's a little off there. You can see that this part of it is like rounded, and this part of it is a squared off. But it works. So Frankenstein hop. You can do this on numerous different ones. That's why I don't throw anything away. I at least keep the screws, because you always need those, and I always keep the cover plates, because you never know what's going to fit on what. And this does fit on there, and it does work. It does play great. And Suzuki uses brass reeds anyway. They probably get them from the same place. Who knows? So there you go. A little tip for you. Don't throw cover plates away. Don't throw cover plates away. Don't throw combs away either. You never know. Like, see this one? This is a Chicago Blues hop. These cover plates will probably fit. You'd have to drill a hole because it's thinner like that. Like this, like this way. This way. It's thinner like that. Those cover plates will probably fit on a marine band, which I haven't bought a marine band in years. Why would anybody see? Hohner needs to. This is just my opinion, and you can, whatever, you can disagree with me, but Hohner needs to get the price of that marine band down, and the way to do it is to have it, I hate to say it, made in China, with phosphor bronze reeds. They need to do that, because if I'm going to spend almost $50 on a marine band, I'm not going to buy a marine band. I'm going to buy the Rocket. Or what I do is I buy Sidell Session Steels, because steel reeds last longer. However, a lot of players don't like them. They don't bend as easy. Of course, I don't recommend that to beginners. I recommend brass reeds, but if you're going to do that, get one of these, because these are relatively cheaper. Sometimes you can get these real cheap, the new old stock, but they're usually in weird keys, because there's not much left of them. This I'm almost 100% sure, unless they're selling them overseas somewhere, they don't make this anymore. I don't even think Hong as an entity exists anymore. But there's a ton of old stock out there. You got the Star Performer. You got the Backpack Hop. Don't have one of those. Don't have one of those to show you. But the Backpack Hop is kind of like the Chicago Blues ones. These are made by K. Now, I'm pretty sure it's just a company in China that's, K is licensed, because K used to make amplifiers and other things, and I'm pretty sure they were an American company. I'm not quite sure on that, but they made pretty good amplifiers way back in the day. In fact, if you get a like a 60s K tube amplifier, you got something there. Those are nice. Those are very nice. If you can. All right, so it's time for me to go in now. I hope you people all have a great day. And like if you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel already, please do. I'm trying to grow it, because I'm not going to be doing my full-time job forever. I'll probably retire in less than 10 years. Who knows? But this is what I want to do, so I want to try to build this as much as I can. All right, you people have a great day. Love y'all. Peace out.